Imagine looking at photographs of the world's great capitals in the mid-19th century: St. Petersburg, Moscow, Paris. Perfectly paved streets, flawless architecture, meticulously restored buildings. At first glance, these cities radiate life and prosperity. But something is off. The streets are empty. The squares are silent. The riverbanks deserted. It's as if these cities were giant movie sets left behind after the crew walked away. The question is simple yet terrifying. Where did everyone go? The mystery of empty streets. Historians often point to early photography limitations. Long exposure times blurred or erased moving objects, people, carriages, even animals. Only stationary objects remained. But think about city life: markets, street vendors, parked carriages, tied horses. All of these are stationary for long periods, yet they're nowhere to be seen. No food stalls, no barrels, no carts, no animals grazing quietly. Even the smallest traces of daily life are absent. The streets aren't just empty, they're sterile. Something deeper is at play. Buildings without life. Now look up at the buildings. Windows, the eyes of the home, are blind. No curtains, no flower pots, no signs of habitation. Balconies stand empty like lifeless architectural props. Even more striking are the rooftops. Countless chimneys dot the skyline, yet not a wisp of smoke rises. Fire was essential for cooking, for warmth. In a bustling city, at least some smoke should be visible. The absence of smoke suggests something chilling. These cities were not just empty, they were cold, frozen in a suspended moment of time. Glimmers of anomaly. Yet there are rare anomalies. A slightly open window, a single faint wisp of smoke. The fountains of St. Petersburg sometimes operate at full power without a single person to admire them. These could be false leads, remnants of maintenance, test runs, or traces of hasty departures. But they hint at a transitional moment, cities prepared for repopulation after a catastrophic event. Photographs as evidence. The style of these photographs suggests methodical documentation rather than art. They show clean streets, repaired buildings, intact windows. No clutter, no signs of chaos. These images are likely visual reports, proof that the cities were ready for resettlement. People weren't missing by accident. They simply hadn't returned yet. The catastrophe. What could have caused such a massive evacuation? One clue lies in climate history, the year without a summer. Officially 1816, caused by the eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia, which blocked sunlight and plunged the northern hemisphere into unrelenting cold. Some historical accounts suggest this winter lasted not 1 year, but 3. Crops failed, famine spread, and masses of people fled to the United States. Europe was devastated, but what about Russia? The records are almost non-existent, as if the catastrophe there was erased from memory. The human cost. In Russia, famine hit first in the fields. Horses starved, food supplies vanished. Cities became isolated in icy prison-like conditions. Roads were buried under meters of snow, rivers frozen. Attempting to send aid was nearly impossible. Hunger exposed the darkest aspects of human nature. People resorted to eating anything they could find: pets, vermin, even each other. Social order collapsed. Survival became the only law. The exodus. Those who could leave fled into forests away from frozen cities. The young and strong survived. The elderly, children, and sick were left behind. Cities filled with corpses, unburied and frozen. 3 years passed under these harsh conditions. Then, as the sun returned, decomposition set in, contaminating water supplies and sparking epidemics. Cities became uninhabitable for decades. Memory and society. With the elderly and children gone, the living memory of the old world vanished. Traditions, family histories, crafts, lost. The few surviving children grew up rootless, unaware of their past. This was a generation without memory. The stage was set for new societies, new histories, and new myths. The catastrophic winter erased not just lives, but history itself. The significance of the photos. The empty city photographs are more than mysteries. They are silent witnesses. They document a civilization's pause between catastrophe and restoration. Streets cleaned, buildings repaired, fountains running. These images show readiness for repopulation. The lack of people isn't a photographic flaw. It's the story of a civilization suspended in time, waiting to be reborn. Closing thoughts. So next time you see these 19th century city photos, look closely. Beyond the perfect facades lies a chilling truth. These cities weren't just empty. They were carefully prepared for life to return after one of history's greatest forgotten disasters. These photographs are not just records, they are proof. Proof of catastrophe, survival, and the fragility of human memory. They remind us that even entire civilizations can vanish, leaving behind only the silent streets and the empty buildings as witnesses to what once was. Friends, how was the story? I hope you enjoyed it. If you really liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure to turn on the bell icon so you'll be the very first to get the next video as soon as it drops tonight. That's all for now. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.